As they were updating their assistance plans for Nepal in late 2008, the Asian Development Bank, the Department for International Development of the UK, and the World Bank held joint consultations with stakeholders to seek views on what people thought Nepal's priorities were and how they would like Nepal's development partners help address them. In early 2010, following the approval of their new plans, the three agencies undertook another round of joint consultations. This time, the stakeholders were briefed on how their suggestions were incorporated, and they were asked how those plans could be implemented in a manner that effectively supports Nepal.
We decided with the government that it would be a good idea if we did that work together, rather than World Bank running off in one direction and ADB in another and DIFD as well. We decided to start a process of consultation in Nepal.
The consultations in Nepalganj, Pokhara, Viratnagar and Kathmandu brought together over 350 stakeholders from the political parties, community groups, civil society, the private sector, non-government organizations, youth, women and excluded groups, donors and government agencies, all in all representing 48 of Nepal's 75 districts.
वास्तवमा यो नेपालमा दात्री निकायको जुन एउटा सुरुवात भएको छ यो चाहिँ एकदमै हामी सम्पूर्ण मध्य र सुदूरपश्चिमाञ्चल चाहिँ स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छौं.
The key consultation question was, how can the ADB, DFID and World Bank effectively support the government of Nepal through the implementation of their plans, given the many challenges that Nepal faces? This question was answered in myriad ways by different stakeholders. Yet everyone agreed on one central issue: peace must go hand in hand with development.
यहाँ सवाल के हो भने एउटा व्यक्तिको यहाँ के सुरक्षाको कुरा हैन यो समग्र राष्ट्रको शान्ति सुरक्षा चाहिँ अनुकूल हुनु पर्यो र राम्रो हुनु पर्यो र अन्य जनताको पनि सुरक्षा हुनु पर्यो भन्ने कुरा हो.
जुन अहिले व्यापक रूपमा हैन क्लाइमेट चेन्जको कुरा चाहिँ भइराखेको छ र हाम्रो दक्षिणी बेल्टको उताको हेर्नुहुन्छ भने क्लाइमेट चेन्जको त्यो न्यूनीकरण चाहिँ कसरी गर्ने कुनै योजनाको लागि चाहिँ रकम चाहिँ छुट्याउनु पर्छ. विशेष गरेर यसमा एकदमै आवश्यकता छ.
हामी के देख्छौं भने जिल्लामा प्रायसो कार्यक्रम जान्छ, प्रायसो एउटै एनजीओ बढी कार्यक्रमहरु थुपारिने गर्छ, जसले गर्दा त्यो एनजीओले अलि लापरवाहीपूर्ण तरिकाले काम गरेको पाउँछौं.
यो कार्यक्रम कृषि कार्यक्रम अलि महिलामुखी भएर लाग्नु पर्छ, अलि सहकारीको माध्यमबाट.
जस्तै बाजुराको महिलाहरूले के कार्यक्रमहरु गरिरहेको छ भन्ने कैलालीको महिलालाई थाहा हुनु पर्यो. त्यसपछि कैलालीको महिलाले के कार्यक्रम गरिरहेको छ भन्ने नेपालगञ्जको महिला दिदीबहिनीलाई पनि थाहा हुनु पर्यो. त्यसैले त्यो कसरी थाहा हुन्छ त? त्यसको एउटै उपाय हो सञ्चार. जहाँसम्म सञ्चार प्रभावकारी हुँदैन त्यहाँसम्म मान्छेले चाहिँ के थाहा पाउँदैन.
Joint consultations in 2010 gave the development partners a chance to report back to the communities on how their voices had been taken into account. Opening the new round of meetings, the three development partners said they updated their assistance programs following what they heard at the 2008 consultations. The aim of the 2010 consultations, they said, was to get further feedback on what may have changed.
And now we're perhaps, the trajectory is looking a little bit different. So it would be good to hear from your view if whether our programme should maybe, in terms of implementation, be looking a little bit differently as well. But it would be good to have, we're a relatively small group, it would be good to have as informal a discussion as possible, and please be as open and as free and frank and honest as you can be.
In 2008, people were concerned primarily about the peace process, writing the constitution and security.
मान्य सदस्यहरू, अब यो बैठक आजै 10 मिनेटपछि बस्ने गरी स्थगित हुन्छ.
They also demanded programs related to employment, agricultural productivity, corruption control, good governance, and improvements in health and education. In addition, donor transparency and coordination were key issues. At the 2010 consultations, participants said the government and communities must work together, as communities can go only so far. The emphasis was on ensuring that services are delivered, and delivered equitably to all citizens of Nepal. Participants stressed the need to systematically share information about government programs and priorities with local communities. Beneficiaries can participate only when they know what's going on. That can happen only by closing the current information gap, they said.
And so when they asked questions about education or health or roads, we were surprised that they didn't know more about what the government was actually doing in these areas. And so that is actually a question that I have for you, because there seemed to be an information gap and a communication gap.
The ADB, DFID and the World Bank provide assistance predominantly through the government of Nepal. So they were interested to hear feedback on the efficacy and challenges of government-run programs. Noting that they collectively provide a significant share of the external assistance that Nepal receives, the three development partners said they were eager to avoid duplication. Rather, they stressed the need for partnerships and coordination to help improve services and development outcomes. Many grassroots actors continued to see development goals as being unmet. The feedback they provided looked at gaps in service delivery and how these might be bridged.
मैले पनि काम गर्नुपर्छ यसमा मेरो पनि मेहनत छ भन्ने खालको कुरा भयो भने मात्रै कुनै पनि प्रोजेक्टले सस्टेन गर्ने हो।
फेरि भोलिको दिनमा यस्तो खाली एकदम मेगा रूपमा जाने अनि सट्ट फेरि आफूलाई मात्रै भयो भने लग्ने अथवा आफ्नो रिपोर्टिङको लागि आफ्नो कामको लागि भने त्यस्तो खालको नहोस् भने यहाँहरुको स्ट्र्याटेजीमा त्यो आउनुपर्छ जस्तो लागेको छ।
जुन पनि यो एनजीओले कार्यक्रम जिल्ला जिल्ला लाँदाखेरि अथवा केन्द्रबाट सरकारसँग कति समन्वय हुन्छ हामीलाई थाहा छैन, तर जिल्लामा लाँदाखेरि जहिले पनि राजनीतिक दलहरूलाई बाइपास गरिएको छ।
बिगिनिङ जहाँ पोलिटिकल पार्टीहरू छन्, जहाँबाट सुरुवात भइरहेका छन् ग्रासरुटबाट पोलिटिकल पार्टीहरूलाई स्ट्रेन्थनिङ गर्नु अति आवश्यक छ, जुन मैले देखेको छु। र त्यो भएपछि मात्रै राजनीतिक स्वामित्व जुन तपाईहरु खोज्दै हुनुहुन्छ, राजनीतिक स्वामित्व त्यहाँबाट आउँछ।
Other issues they raised related to security and poor law and order, lack of transparency in procurement, delays in the release of development funds, and uneven standards of quality. Another key concern was how to ensure that government officials are accountable to their public duties. In Nepalganj, participants from the far west and midwest regions of Nepal were concerned that aid was not reaching the intended beneficiaries. Healthcare needs, particularly those of women, remained unattended. Infrastructure projects were slow in coming. The projects that did get to the people, including roads and alternative energy, were poorly designed and constructed. Agriculture productivity and market access were also primary concerns. Food security and nutrition remained a major challenge. More efforts were needed to stop violence against women.
अनि डाक्टर चाहिँ पुरुष भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि महिलाहरू हत्तपत्ती त्यहाँनिर गएर आफ्नो स्वास्थ्य परीक्षण गर्न नसक्ने अवस्था छ, त्यसकारणले गर्दा उनीहरू मर्छन्।
धेरै अभाव छ कि ग्रासरुटमा, जस्तै स्वास्थ्य, शिक्षा, रोजगार, बाटोको समस्या, कृषिको समस्या र सिपमूलक कार्यक्रम जनचेतना सम्बन्धित कार्यक्रम धेरै अभाव छ।
पनि झुलुङ पुरुरकोमा पनि टार्गेट गराउँदाखेरि अलि जिल्लाहरू अलि त दाङ, रोल्पा, प्युठान भयो, रुकुम भयो, यी जिल्लाहरू अलि त ले लाग्दाखेरि संख्या बढाउँदा राम्रै होला जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई।
एउटा गरिबलाई झन् गरिब बनाउने कार्यक्रम हो यो, किनभने एउटा ब्याट्री किन्दाखेरि त्यहाँ ढुवानी जोड्दाखेरि 6000 भन्दा कमी पर्दैन। त्यो 20000 21000 को सोलर उनले सब्सिडी पाएर 12-13,000 पाउँछन्, सुरुमा राख्छन्, तर एक वर्षमै ब्याट्रीको आयु 2 वर्ष हुन्छ, ब्याट्री 1 वर्षमै सिद्धिन्छ। त्यो गरिबलाई झन् गरिब बनाउने कार्यक्रम हो यो। वैकल्पिक ऊर्जामा सोलर छ नि।
In Pokhara, the issue of community was central. Examples were cited of happy marriages between the state and communities in some areas of service delivery, such as education, health, rural roads, and micro-hydroelectricity. In others, such as access to resources, it was evident that a better working relationship was required.
जीविसलाई अब स्थानीय सरकारकै मान्यता दिएर जानुपर्छ। हरेक क्षेत्रमा जीविसको आँखा पुग्नुपर्छ। स्थानीय सरकारले देख्नु पर्यो तर छेक्नु भयो।
त्यो सेवाग्राही चाहिँ समुदाय र त्यो सेवा प्रदायक संस्थाको बीचमा चाहिँ ठुलो अन्तराल, ठुलो ग्याप हैन।
एउटै संस्थाले भनौँ यो महिला र उपायबिनहरूको जमिनमा पहुँच कसरी बढाउने त्यो पनि एउटा के हो?
जति सक्दो बढी स्रोत स्थानीय स्तरमा पुग्छ त्यति बढी त्यसको चाहिँ प्रभावकारिता हुन्छ। बिचमा चुहिने स्रोत समयमा नपुग्ने समस्याहरू रहँदैनन्। सिधै माथिबाट तल पुग्न सक्यो भने र तल चाहिँ गइसकेपछि त्यसमा स्थानीय स्तरमा लेखा परीक्षण अर्थात् पब्लिक अडिटको मेकानिजम भइदियो भने त्यसले ल्याउनुपर्ने प्रभाव, त्यो पैसाले, त्यो रकमले, त्यो स्रोतले ल्याउनुपर्ने प्रभाव चाहिँ ल्याउन सक्छ भन्ने कुरा गर्नुभयो। नेपाल सरकारको पनि ठ्याक्कै त्यही थियो।
Other questions considered included, how can local capacity be built and sustained? How can accountabilities be better defined? How can lessons of experience be applied to new development activities?
के कार्यक्रमहरू सहयोग गरियो, त्यसको रिजल्ट के भयो, प्रभाव के पर्यो, असर के पर्यो, गर्दै जाँदा के सिकाइहरू बने, के चुनौतीहरू पार गरियो, कस्तो खालको अनुभव बन्यो र अब के यो गर्दाखेरि यो चाहिँ अझ राम्रो हुन सक्छ है हाम्रो सिकाइयो र।
In Viratnagar, the discussion centered primarily on problems faced in public procurement, particularly in the implementation of infrastructure projects. Participants cited weak law and order and impunity as the primary reason behind the growing abuse of public procurement and called on the government to institute strong and effective sanctions. They also called on the political parties to prevent their cadre from misusing powers, procuring agencies to explore technology solutions such as e-bidding, contractors to self-regulate, anti-corruption bodies to increase vigilance, and beneficiary groups to organize and equip themselves with tools to effectively monitor implementation.
यो हाम्रो चाहिँ यो टेन्डर बिडिङको बेलामा सबभन्दा धेरै चाहिँ अपराधहरू भइरहेछ, मान्छेहरू मारिएका छन् है र त्यसले हाम्रो डेभलपमेन्ट प्रोजेक्ट प्रोसेसलाई नै चाहिँ अर्को दिशातिर लगेको अवस्था छ।
In Kathmandu, the discussion was about expanding partnerships with the private sector, youth groups and civil society organizations, and strengthening political and social consensus around development goals. For example, the private sector believed it had a role in the design and implementation of development projects, particularly in the areas of job creation and enterprise development. Youth groups saw themselves as potential partners in the areas of dissemination and outreach. Non-government organizations representing excluded groups felt the need to underpin development activities with a deeper understanding of local context. The consultations concluded in April 2010 with a meeting of secretaries of the government of Nepal, hosted and chaired by the Chief Secretary. Susan Goldmark, the World Bank Country Director for Nepal, briefed the senior government officials about the outcomes of the consultations with various groups.
Finally, making local government more accountable and effective through the operation that some of us are involved in, LGCDP, that's DIFD, ADB, and some of the other development partners.
Government secretaries present at the meeting welcomed the initiative to consult with a wide range of Nepalis. They said better coordination among the development partners and alignment of programs with government priorities would help lead to improvements in development outcomes. In his concluding address, the Chief Secretary encouraged the development partners and senior government officials to sharpen the focus on implementation.
We have, a sense of urgency. We feel that, we need to have effective implementation. But how much efforts that we have been putting to make our implementation effective at the grassroots level? Do we find people in the same, footing and with the same level of urgency at the grassroots level, the villages and communities? Thanks.
Well,